Today, Precarious plays
Ratchet and Clank. I learned how to deal with this area a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Preempting my problems.
Oh.
Bye. Oh, who are you? Oh, doesn't matter? Oh, ow, he got me one.
I think that's worthy of including in an episode.
Oh, Storp. My god. We have a friend who told me a story that has affected my language.
Yeah?
He was once in a heated situation where he was telling somebody to stop or like to cut it out, but instead of saying the actual word stop, and it was like
Why don't you use the Visibomb gun?
I hate that thing.
That's not a...
I know. Right.
See me after class. That is an unacceptable answer. Inappropriate answer, I should say.
More expensive?
Well, not if you...
Not if I'm using like 3 rockets to
try, to hit one target.
Yeah. But anyways, he was in a heated situation. He was, getting chased around with, I think, a fly swatter. And he was like, stop it! But instead of it saying stop it, he said, Storp it!
Storp it.
And he has yet to live this down. It has been probably 15 years since then. And he told me that story, and now every time I say stop it, every time, sometimes when I'm looking at stop signs, I'm like, no, Storp it.
That's what that gate had to say about your progression through this level.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things. It's funny how things stick to you. Oh, I accidentally pushed the button.
What do we talk about on this show?
Mostly the games that we're playing, sometimes other games that relate to the games that we're playing, and funny anecdotes as they appear. I believe.
Thank you for reminding me. It's been a rough couple of weeks. There was a great tragedy that befell our nation.
Yeah.
And I haven't recovered from it yet.
Okay. Well, you ready for some fun?
I mean, who can expect anybody to just bounce back from the circle pad breaking off of their 3DS?
I know. That was like the worst thing to ever happen to this nation.
Yes. The worst thing.
The worst thing
and nothing else
in recent history
has happened that would bother anyone.
Look how fun this is. Look, how is this not cheering you up? It's a room full of buzzy little robots, and you get to play whack-a-mole with them. And I didn't use any ammo, and I'm a winner.
The perspective was the most interesting thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
That they locked you into that camera angle. Do you think that if you had been trying to use firearms instead of the...
I don't think right now. Oh, fuck.
Oh, well, at least you didn't...
Did I get him?
I think you got him, but I'm just happy that you didn't fall into... you didn't thread the needle and manage to fall just off of the platform into the pit.
Yeah, I have to say that has happened far too many times in this game for me to be completely pleased with it.
Yeah.
There have been so many times that it's just like, I just want to throw the whole thing into the yard.
For me, finishing this one has become something of a formality. I'm more interested in the more recent entries in the series. I want to see how you...
No, fuck. This could be bad.
I think
this is not nearly as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, they're pretty generous about, giving you a fair window of invulnerability once you've taken damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, alright, that was a little... I don't want to say surprising, because that makes it sound like I wasn't expecting it. I just did not handle that well.
You've been playing ahead for a bit.
Yeah, I just think that it makes the whole experience better for everybody. I have more fun. And normally when I play a game like this, I'm not playing it once. I'm playing each area 2 or 3 times because that's what it takes for me to learn things right now.
Oh, they have it too. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's cute.
Well,
I
the
didn't
other
notice
room
that.
had bombs. And this has punchy guys. See? The other room they were dropping like little grenades.
I didn't notice. You killed them all very quickly. I just thought that I might have seen the explosions and just assumed that it was the enemies dying.
Yeah. Well, it's a very sudden thing. It feels very sudden when they show up, like when you get forced into this room, but it is a very easy and satisfying thing to take care of once you realize, oh, they're all on tracks and they all have the same weapon, and I know how that weapon works because I have it, because this is where that weapon is from.
Yes.
It's their testing chambers, you know? Because we're on Planet Business.
That seems like a really inefficient, very expensive way of testing their devices.
Well, I don't think that, you know, longevity, streamlining, or anything other than excess is guiding the producers of the weapon that turns people into chickens. So, you know, oh, don't start shooting yet,
Are
buddy.
you telling me that the people that made the chicken gun might not have their portfolio figured out? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm just saying that they might be a little bit cocky right now. I didn't mean that joke, but it was really good, wasn't it?
I liked it.
I didn't mean to make that joke. Yes, the chicken gun producers are cocky. Alright, is anybody else out there?
You.
I don't think so. That is the thing that I learned playing through this a little bit earlier was, you know, figuring out where, for fuck's sake! You say be careful, I'm like, alright, let me just mash my face into this explosive.
It's just the one.
But
fine.
yeah, one nice thing, I thought that the environment here was really terrifying and crazy because, you know, at many different points, large dropships come in and drop off like 3 crazy flying
Jetpackmans, right?
Yeah. I forget what they're called.
Jetpackmans.
Okay. 3 flying
Jetpackmans. Mm-hmm.
Oh, like me! For fuck's sake!
Really gonna draw it out, huh? Oh no.
Okay, well,
Ratchet and Clank, you...
this environment is really good for seeing things ahead of time and, you know, responding to them before they become a problem. You know, like that ledge that I just jumped off of.
So back to my tragedy. I mean, the tragedy of the nation.
Mm-hmm.
The circle pad on my 3DS fell off.
Like, I wasn't there when that happened. I just saw that you know, stuck it together. What do you mean fell off?
I had not seen the innards of a circle pad before, a 3DS circle pad. This is the first time I've seen one break. So I didn't really know exactly how it worked. The way it works is it's actually fairly tall. Like it's a fairly tall stick underneath. Much taller than you would expect it to be, right?
Right.
It's this, at least on mine, it's this black spire of sorts that seems to have a thin black disc that caps it, that sets flush against the rubberized cover that you actually use.
Mm-hmm.
That your thumb actually comes into contact with. It seems what happened. It seems what happened was the disc, just over time, or maybe one instance where I didn't think of anything of it at the time, but I like pushed down on the stick. Like I tried to like click the stick like it was
Oh yeah.
like it was a DualShock controller or a 360 controller or something.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to have shattered that disc underneath the pad proper, which separated it from the stick. Because that's the trick, is that it is actually still a control stick. Like it still has that stick shape, it's just nested deep in the body of the 3DS, and it moves differently. It doesn't tilt, as far as I can tell. Do you think switching to the blaster would be better?
Maybe.
Can't you use the first person mode?
No, not in here.
Well, you can't just keep use your little man's. Use your glove of doom.
Oh yeah. Get out there, buddies.
I don't think you were wiggle-waggling backwards and forwards enough whenever you were trying to use the blaster. You were too doggedly just trying to run towards them to shoot them, which is why you kept running into the flamethrower.
Mm-hmm. Is there somebody still over there?
Yeah. Is it done? Okay.
Yeah. And now there's those guys. There they are.
Man, this is almost as depressing as the time my circle pad broke.
Oh. I'm sorry.
2 national tragedies in the span of a week. Well, forget national tragedy. If I'm mathing correctly, this is now Ratchet & Clank is our new longest running series. Fail! Deploy the level 2 party protocol!